one of my older brothers, he actually is in Nigeria right now, and he's in Lagos, Nigeria. So he comes back. I look to seeing what he got to say about it.
Okay, so you are a 4-time wrestling champion. Do these guys hear me? A 4-time wrestling champion, which means you've been putting some people on their behinds. Can you talk about that? Being able to help you as far as football?
Yeah, man. To be honest, wrestling, that's the reason I'm really good at football. As far as leverage and hand placement, knowing where to be and how to be there at the right times. That plays a big part in football for me.
So I'm going to play this clip for everyone so they can see, because we do have a lot of viewers from all the parts of the world, and they're learning as we go when we talk about the game of football. So I'm going to play this clip. We're going to highlight that for a second.
Now, here are the finalists for the Player of the Year award. Kershawn Higgins, Katy. Chidozie Nwankwo, Foster. Eli Sheeran, Klein. The winner is Chidozie Nwankwo of Foster. Nwankwo finished his career winning the 285-pound state title in Class 5A. Nwankwo finishes his wrestling career with a record of 102-5 and is heading to the University of Houston to play football. Your Player of the Year, Chidozie Nwankwo.
I wouldn't want to see that, running towards me. I mean, how did that feel being the Player of the Year, 4-time champion? I mean, how did that feel?
In the moment, I really didn't know how I felt at the moment, but now looking back at it, man, it feels good, man, to get the recognition I deserve. Wrestling not big down south, so it felt great to get that recognition.
Okay, we're gonna play this other clip of you.
Where you mentioned it's your second sport, but you finished with over 100 wins on the mat. So you had a pretty good wrestling career as well. Let's talk about that. What did it mean for you to walk off that mat in February as a state champion, and that was the last time you wrestled in high school when you left as a state champ?
I mean, I just have to give it my all. I just take one match, one by one, and focus on each match. I focus on each match and do the best I can do, and do the practice, repeat.
What was your sign to the University of Houston to go play football, so you're staying close to home? What does it mean to you to have represented this city at Foster High School, and now you're going to go represent the city at U of H wearing those colors?
I mean, I can't wait. Words can't even describe how I feel about that. I mean, y'all just have to see, wait and see.
Yes, that's absolutely amazing. 102, it may be more wins. I mean, how were you able to have so much success with wrestling?
I actually started wrestling. I come from a whole family of wrestlers. Let me start there. My sister, 8-time All-American wrestling, and national winner in wrestling, and just growing up watching my siblings wrestle. I actually, at first, I didn't have a love for it. And then being forced to go to them practices and stuff while I was younger, I started finding a love. Started liking it. Who don't like slamming people on their head,
Yes. And you mentioned a lot of times I've been watching you, is you mentioned Aaron Donald. You see a lot of his style when we talk about the game of football. What about Aaron Donald do you like, that maybe resonates with your game?
First off, his height and his speed. And his strength, most importantly, the leverage he has going against all those bigger opponents, and being able to transit differently than most defensive players.
So I'm gonna show everyone a clip of Aaron Donald's, because as I said before, everybody's learning, and then I'm gonna also play a clip to show you who I feel like I see more of from you rather than Aaron Donald. That's Aaron.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy, they have freaking nature.
Good boy.
So most people don't realize that Ray Lewis actually wrestled as well, and that's who I feel like I see more of that than Aaron Donald. So I'm gonna play this clip of some of the things he was saying as far as how it resonates with wrestling in the NFL, and I could see us having another interview 5 years, 2 or 3 years from now, well, a year from now, actually, because you have one more year eligibility with you in an NFL uniform. So let's play this clip.
My first year wrestling was my sophomore year. What I learned from the mat is what changed my game in football.
I was going to ask you that.
Right. The lights are the only thing that makes the game look like it's bigger than it is. But the game is a one-on-one battle.
Every play.
It'll never change.
Wow. Just like wrestling.
Somebody has to come and block you every play.
Yeah.
One guy, next guy. And so when you start to get on the mat, you're like, what?
Yeah.
You don't even know what the trenches feel like. You know, when you're out of breath, don't have nowhere else to go, and you're being crushed or being held in a position that you don't like. And man, so it taught hard lessons. So when you stepped on the football field, my only rule, beat my man.
Wow.
That's it. Right? And that's why I think I played so long, because I never stressed about, did I hate losing? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But every time I...
Listen in as the last dance begins in Baltimore.
Yeah, I can see that in you right there.
To the Braves, man.
Yes. So